Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, most merciful. Hello and welcome to a new episode of Teaching English on Dروس Super Goal 3. Before we start, we'd like to welcome my colleague, Mr. Fawaz Al-Aqil, the interpreter to the sign language. Okay, as always, we start our class by reviewing the plan or the objectives, what we are planning to achieve at the end of this class, inshallah. The first objective, the students after this lesson will be able to identify the subordinate conjunctions because and so. Because and so. Next, the student will be able to use so and neither in a conversation. Okay? We are at the last step in this unit, Unit 7, as you can see here. What happened? This is the unit that we have been studying for a week now, and now we are at the last step, and last step is section number 11. The title of this section is Form, Meaning and Function. Okay, Unit 7, section 11. Before we start, as always, we will make a quick review on the previous lesson. You remember in the previous lesson we studied writing, okay, how to write a narrative writing, how to write a witness report. If suppose you watched or you saw an accident and you want to tell the police officer what you have seen, how can you write about that, or how can you describe the accident? And you still remember that we told you whenever you want to write any kind of narrative writing, telling a story or describing an event, you have to concentrate on the 5 W's. You have to tell the reader, or if you are speaking, tell the listener where, when, who, why, and what. If you tell that the reader will be comfortable and will understand you better. Okay? Here we have, if you write a witness report of an accident, you have to write what, where, when, who, why, and also, if possible, to include how. Okay? And you remember in the previous lesson we studied this passage, and we told you how the writer started by giving the setting of the incident report that he has written, like as he started here, his topic sentence, saying, I was in my living room when I saw smoke outside. If you notice this topic sentence, you can see that the writer has started with the setting. He told us where, and he told us that this thing happened to him and his neighbor. Okay, when I saw a smoke outside, that is answering the question what. Okay, so the reader now will be able to understand the rest of this paragraph. Also, you were asked to write a story also, or to write a description of an accident that you have seen, and we told you the rules of writing. We told you have to concentrate on your vocabulary, your grammar, your spelling, your handwriting, and your punctuation as well. Also, you need to organize your ideas. As always, whenever you want to write, you have to start with the topic sentence, and then you support your topic sentences, your topic sentence with supporting sentences, and you conclude your writing. Okay? And we told you also that it is very important if you are writing about a report, it's better always to write in the past tense. Okay? As we are going to see now, here we have an exercise, as you can see here. That is exercise 118 in your workbook, and it can tell you how to write a report and how to concentrate on the grammar. And when you talk about grammar, the most important part of grammar is the tenses. So you are writing about something happened or something that you have seen, and you are going to use the past tense. Let's try to answer this exercise very quickly now. Faris, a really bad day 2 weeks ago. Now the writer started by specifying the time. So 2 weeks ago, that means all the verbs that we have in the red font here should be written in the past. We write it in the past because he's telling something in the past. Okay? How do we know it's in the past? When he says he had a really bad day 2 weeks ago. So the verb here, had, should be written in the past. We say have, it's written in the past, we say had. Not get, we can say he didn't get. Okay? Enough sleep because he study here, we have to write it in the past as well. We can say studied until the midnight. The next morning he was, as you can see here, very tired. He also eat. We can use it in the past. We can say he ate, because the past form of eat is ate. He ate breakfast and walked, because the verb here is walk. We use it in the past. Walked, because a regular verb, to the bus stop. On the way, Faris, in the past, we use the verb see as saw. He saw an accident. You notice here in the first paragraph here, the introduction paragraph told us what happened and the scene. He described the scene, okay? And now let's move to the next paragraph, okay? Now, the next paragraph is like this. The driver of a blue car, we can write the past form of the verb be is was, because we're talking about a singular, was on his cell phone. The past of hit is the same. It is an irregular verb. So we write it as it is. Hit a red car because he not stop. We use it in the past. We say did not. Okay, or we can't as in contraction like this. Didn't stop. Okay, at the stop sign, it was also the past form of the verb be is was terrible, and Faris was also, because we're talking about a singular in the past, surprised because no one, also be here used as was, because no one here considered as a singular. When the police arrived, this is the past form of the verb arrive. The officer asked, this is the past form of the verb ask, Faris. Then this is the question here. What did the police officer say? Here we use the verb see in the past as in the form of a question. We say did. Okay, did you see? Why do we use see here in the infinitive form? Because it is after did. Okay, so the last paragraph. Now we move to the last paragraph to continue this report. Faris, okay, Faris had to fill out a witness report about the accident. Faris really arrived, in the past form also, at the bus stop, but we could use it in the past as well, it was too late. He missed, as you can see here, miss is in the past as well, his bus, so he walked on foot. That means he went on foot to school. Okay, he not be, so we can say he was not happy because he was also, because the past form of the verb be is was, and we are talking about a singular. He was really tired. This, okay, not be, this was not. Was not a good way to start the day. And this is the report that we are talking about and how we write the past tense in this report. Okay, now we move to our main class of today, that is form, meaning and function. And in this form, meaning and function, we're going to study part of a grammar, two sections. The first one is because versus so. Because and so. How do we use it in our sentences, in our writing, and in our speaking? Also how to use so and neither. So and neither. Okay, now let's read here. The subordinate conjunction because introduces a reason. It tells why. So when you use because, it tells you the reason. You usually because answers the question why. Okay. This also the conjunction so introduces a consequence or a result. So we know that because answers why, and so is a consequence, okay, or we can say a result. A result is easier word than so, okay. Then let's read the example here. Most accidents happen because people don't pay attention. Here we have a reason, okay, and a reason for that. Most accidents happen. We have so many accidents, okay. So why do these accidents happen? And now because answers the question why. So we can say here because people don't pay attention. Maybe people, when they drive, they are distracted from their driving or from the steering wheel. They're using phones, for example, or they are distracted by using something else, and this is the reason. So people don't pay attention to the road, for example. Okay, so here most of the accidents happen. Why most of the accidents happen? Because people don't pay attention. So here, because joins two clauses, that is most accidents happen. People don't pay attention. Okay. Also, we can use so. In this example, he didn't see the stop sign. Okay. So after that, we're talking about a result, not a reason. A result now, because we are using so, and we told you that so is used to tell you a reason. But because here tell you a result, and because tells you a reason. Okay. He didn't see the stop sign. Since he didn't see the stop sign, what happened? He caused an accident. Okay, so here we have a result. So here introduces a result. Let's read the example again. He didn't see the stop sign. There was a stop sign on the road, but the driver did not see it. If he or she did not see the stop sign and pass the road, that might cause an accident. So this is what happened. So he caused an accident. This is a result of not seeing the stop sign or not stopping at the stop sign. Okay, now let's move to apply what we have learned about this part of grammar. Why answers because and so. Okay, exercise A here, you can find it on page 63. Let's answer it all together. Complete the sentences with so or because. Okay, as we said before, when you talk about a result, you use so. When you talk about a reason, you use because. Let's apply it here. The driver was sleepy, as you can see here. Look at the driver, he's sleepy, and look at the stop sign. Okay, he did not see the stop sign. So do we use here because or so? We use so. So this is the result. Okay, because he was sleepy, he didn't see the stop sign. And also number 2, Sam called the emergency services. There was an accident. Do we use so or because? Okay, look, this is the ambulance that takes the patient to the hospital. Sam called the emergency services because there was an accident. Why did he call the emergency? Because there was an accident. And number 3, I was scared. He was driving too fast. Okay, driving too fast. This is the reason why he was scared. So we use because. Let's read it again. I was scared because he was driving too fast. Number 4, he doesn't have car insurance. Okay, so he is extremely worried. Now he is worried. This is a result. A result of what? Of not having a car insurance. Okay. And number 5, she wasn't injured in the crash. She was wearing the seat belt, as you can see here. This is the seat belt. She was not wearing it. She has not fastened the seat belt. So she was fastening the seat belt actually, and she wasn't injured. This is a reason. So we can say here because. Okay. In number 6, there were many accidents. They put a traffic light at an intersection. Okay, or the intersection. Intersection is the place where two roads cross each other or they meet each other. So what happened here? So this is a result. So that there were many accidents. They counted many accidents. This intersection, so they put a traffic light. As you can see, this is the picture of the traffic light. Okay, and now we move to exercise C to apply the same thing. Also, he was injured in a crash. As you can see here, he was injured in a crash, and here he was taken to the hospital. Okay, he was taken to the hospital. Let's use so and because at the same time in one sentence, joining the first one. He was injured in the crash and he was taken in the hospital. If we want to talk about a reason, as we said, we use because. A result, we use so. So we can see here, he was injured in the crash. Okay, a result, so he was taken to the hospital. Okay, and we can use because at the same way, but we can make some changes. He was taken to the hospital. Why was he taken? because he was injured in the hospital. So this is how we can use so and because. So for a result, because is for a reason. Another two sentences, we'll join them together with these conjunctions, so and because, in one sentence. Here, the passenger wasn't wearing a seat belt. Wasn't wearing. This is a very bad thing to do. A driver should always wear the seat belt to protect himself. Okay, buckle up. This is a buckle up sentence. That means you have to fasten the seat belt. The other one, she hit her head. Okay, look at her head here, or his head, in the steering wheel, as you can see here. And this is very dangerous for the head. If the person or the driver is not fastening the seat belt, that might happen, and it is very dangerous for the driver. The passenger wasn't wearing the seat belt, so this is a result. He hit her head. Or we can tell about the picture here. If you're talking about a male, we can say he hit his head. Okay. Next one, the passenger hit her head because she wasn't wearing the seat belt. Okay, so we have, as we said, we have here two sentences. We join them using so and because. Another two sentences, no one was hurt. Everyone after the accident was okay. I am extremely relieved. Relieved means happy because there was no casualties or no people injured in this accident. No one was hurt, so I am extremely relieved. Okay, this is the result. Because no one was hurt, he is extremely relieved. I am extremely relieved because no one was hurt. Okay, this is how we can use so and because. The next two sentences here, number 4, that is in exercise C, as we see, page 63. Ahmed fell off his bike. Okay, he fell off his bike. And here another sentence, he was riding too fast. So we're talking about a reason and a result. He was riding too fast. This is a dangerous thing to do sometimes. Ahmed fell off his bike because he was riding too fast. Okay. To use so, as a result, Ahmed was riding too fast, so he fell off his bike. What happened after riding too fast? Ahmed fell off his bike. The last one here in this exercise, the driver didn't stop at the traffic light. Okay, there was a traffic light, and the driver didn't respect the traffic light, and he did not stop. Okay, what the other sentence? The accident was his fault. He was the reason for the accident. Okay, his fault was the accident. Now let's read it using so. As a result, the driver didn't stop at the traffic light. What happened since he didn't stop? The accident was his fault. So that is the reason why that is the result of not stopping at the traffic light. The accident was the driver's fault because he didn't stop at the traffic light. Here we're talking about a reason. Why did the driver have an accident? Because he didn't stop at the traffic light. Okay, now we come to the second part of the form, meaning and function, that is using so and neither. In using so and neither here, we use it if you want to agree with somebody. If somebody says something and you want to agree with this person, you use so and neither. How can we do that? So and neither both show agreement with the speaker. So shows agreement with affirmative sentence. If we have affirmative sentence, we use so. But if it is negative, we use neither. As simple as that. Let's apply it on some examples here. When somebody says, I am a careful driver. Now the speaker here is saying that he is a careful driver, a good driver. He drives carefully, okay, or she drives carefully. If you want to agree with this speaker, so since the sentence here is affirmative, there is no not negative, you use so. So we can say here, so am I. You use so am I. But what if it is in the negative form? I am not tired right now. And you want to agree that you are not also tired as the speaker says, you can use here neither also. You can say here, neither am I. Neither am I. Why do we use neither here? Because here we have not. Okay, neither always comes with the negative. But here there is no not, so we use so. With affirmative, we use so. With the negative, we use neither. Another example, I have some good news. Notice here, we are using a verb here in the present simple, and the speaker here says, I have good news. And you are going to tell the same. You agree with the speaker now, telling that you have also good news. How can you say it? Since it is affirmative, not negative, there is no not here, we use so. So how do we say it? So do I. So do I, because it is in the present simple. And here also, I never lose my cool. This is considered as a negative form also, because here we talk about never as a negative form. I never lose my cool. If you agree, you say also neither do I. Neither do I. And here also, I just heard a crash. Notice here, different than the previous one, this is in the past. So we use another auxiliary verb here. We say, I just heard a crash, and you agree that you did the same. You heard a crash as well. You said, so did I. Why did we use did here? Because the past form, the verb is used in the past. This is the past tense. So here we have the verb heard is the past form of the verb hear. I hear, but yesterday I heard. Okay, so I say here, so did I. Now you want to agree with this sentence also. I didn't watch the news last night. I didn't watch. So you want to agree that also you didn't watch the news. Here, since it is in the negative form, you have not here, you use neither. So we can say here, neither did I. Even me, I didn't watch the news. Okay, so this is how we use neither and so. If it is in the negative form, we use neither. If it is in the affirmative form, we use so. Okay, and sometimes you notice that we hear neither with another pronunciation. We hear it as neither. Okay, did you hear it neither sometimes? Okay, that is the difference between the American English and the British English. So we say neither, or we can say neither as well. Let's answer this exercise. I don't have a driver's license. That is exercise B. You need to show agreement. We're using so or neither. I didn't have a driver's license. Okay, driver's license is the document that allows you to drive. So how can you agree with this? You can say neither do I. Why do we use neither? Because we have don't here, negative form. Number two, there is nothing to do. I am bored. Here, this is the most important sentence. I am bored. Okay, you want to agree that you are also bored. How do you say it? Look at the man. He is bored. He is doing nothing. Okay, he says, so do I. Okay, so am I. Sorry, because here there is, I am. He's talking about himself. I am bored. So am I. And here also, I always wear a seat belt in the car. So we use it here in the present simple. I always wear a seat belt. So you want to agree, seat belt, as we said here before, this is the seat belt. You want to agree, you say, so do I. That means I do the same. I do like you. Number four, I got injured in an accident. Notice here, it is in the past. So how do we use it? Okay, I got injured in the accident. We can say, so did I. That means I am also not injured. Okay. Number five, I am not nervous about the test. I am not. Notice here, not. So we use neither here for sure. We can say here, neither am I. And number six, I didn't see anything. You can say also, neither did I. Why? Because here didn't is in the past and it is in the negative form. Neither I did. So again, you use neither with the negative sentences, and you use so with affirmative. Okay, and sometimes you use did, sometimes you use do or am. It depends on the tense, on the time of the speaker speech, okay, or writing. Okay, we have some words now from the previous lesson, because we are ending our unit today. That is number one. When you talk about a person who's calm, not worried or frightened, not influenced by strong feeling of any kind, that means he is able to control himself and to deal with situations wisely. Okay, that is the person we call him cool. Okay, that is the cool person. You remember from the reading passage that we read before in the previous lesson, Teenage Express magazine offers some ideas on how to be cool. Okay, we advised you how to become cool. And also here we have another verb starting with C, to praise or express admiration for someone. To tell somebody that you admire him or you like him, or you say greetings also to him, like this one, we say compliment. To compliment people, this is a very good thing to do and to be cool. Okay, compliment people and smile a lot. This is one of the tips that we told you in the reading passage, how to become cool. You need to compliment people. And here we have another verb also, to protect someone against attack or criticism, that is defend. To defend yourself means to protect yourself. Okay, defend yourself and say what you think. This is also one of the pieces of advice that you need to carry out when somebody says bad things about you. You have to defend yourself, to protect yourself against this person. Okay, here also we talk about an adjective, having a neat and pleasant appearance. Okay, you need to have good appearance. That means well groomed. Let's read the example here. Keep your hair clean and well groomed. And the last word here we have of a person, friendly and energetic. If you are friendly and energetic, that means you are outgoing person. And the advice here, people usually like outgoing person. And if you are outgoing person, that means you are cool. Okay, and by this we come to the end of our class today. Thank you for watching, and see you inshallah in our next episode. Goodbye.